Your body is always talking. Are you listening? Have you ever had a little ache or twinge and thought, it's probably nothing? Maybe you brushed off that extra fatigue or ignored a dizzy spell because you figured, that's just getting older, right? But what if your body was trying to warn you gently at first about something bigger? You see, as we age, our bodies become even wiser. They know when something isn't quite right. And the truth is, they often send out quiet warning signs long before a serious health issue shows up. The question is, are we paying attention? Today, we're going to talk about 5 important warning signs your body gives you before a potential health crisis. Signs that are easy to miss, but too important to ignore. Now, this isn't about causing fear or anxiety. Not at all. This is about staying informed, staying empowered, and staying safe. Because when you know what to look for, you can catch problems early, sometimes early enough to prevent something serious altogether. And here's the good news. These warning signs are usually subtle, and most of the time they're not emergencies. But they are signals. Think of them like your body's way of saying, hey, let's check in and make sure everything's okay. Whether you're feeling fine or dealing with a few health hiccups here and there, this is the kind of wisdom every senior should have in their back pocket. We're going to walk through each sign one by one, with real examples and simple explanations. No medical jargon, no confusion, just straight talk like you'd get from a trusted friend or family doctor who truly cares. Because here's the bottom line, you deserve to feel good, stay independent, and live fully. And that starts with learning how to listen to your body just a little more closely. Number 1, unusual fatigue that doesn't go away. Now, let's talk about fatigue, not just feeling a little tired after gardening or walking around the store. We're talking about a kind of tiredness that doesn't feel normal. The kind that sticks around, even after a good night's sleep. If you're waking up already feeling drained, or finding it harder and harder to do things you used to enjoy, like cooking, walking, or visiting with friends, it's time to pay attention. Fatigue can be easy to shrug off. You might think, well, I'm just getting older. But here's something many people don't realize. Persistent fatigue is often the first sign of a deeper issue. It could be your heart working too hard because it's not pumping blood efficiently. That's common with heart disease. Or it could be a sign of low thyroid, diabetes, or even early signs of infection. In some cases, it's your body telling you that something is off with your blood pressure, oxygen levels, or even your sleep quality. Take this real-life example. A 74-year-old woman named Ellen noticed she was getting tired just walking from her living room to the kitchen. She thought maybe she was just slowing down. But her daughter convinced her to visit the doctor. Turned out, Ellen had a heart rhythm issue that needed treatment, and once it was managed, her energy came back. She said she felt like her old self again. That's the power of not ignoring the signs. So here's what to look for. You feel exhausted even after resting. You have no energy to do your usual activities. You find yourself needing naps more than usual or feeling winded quickly. You struggle to focus or feel foggy-headed from tiredness. If that sounds familiar, don't push through it. It's not a badge of honor to suffer in silence. Let your doctor know. You're not being a bother, you're being wise. Remember, fatigue doesn't always mean something serious, but when it lingers or gets worse, it's your body asking you to take a closer look. And here's a helpful tip. Keep a simple fatigue journal. Just jot down when you feel tired and what you were doing beforehand. It can help your doctor spot patterns and catch problems early. Number 2, sudden weight loss without trying. Now, here's something that might sound like a good thing at first, losing weight without even trying. But if you're not dieting or changing your routine and the pounds are just falling off, that's not something to ignore. In fact, it can be one of the body's most serious warning signs. Let's say you've been eating your usual meals, still enjoying your morning toast, your afternoon snack, and your evening dinner, but the numbers on the scale are dropping week after week. That's a red flag, especially if you've lost 10 pounds or more within a few months and didn't mean to. Unexplained weight loss can be linked to several things, and not all of them are minor. It could mean diabetes is quietly developing, your thyroid is overactive, speeding up your metabolism too much. You might have issues with malabsorption, meaning your body isn't absorbing nutrients the way it should. In more serious cases, it could point to certain types of cancer or chronic infections. Here's a story to bring this home. Frank, 78, thought it was great when he started losing weight. He even joked that his pants finally fit like they did in his 50s, but when his appetite stayed the same and his clothes kept getting looser, his wife grew concerned. A checkup revealed that Frank had early-stage pancreatic issues, which were treated in time only because he got it looked at early. That's the lesson here. Weight loss without effort isn't always healthy, especially past a certain age. What should you watch for? Loose clothing, even though you're eating as usual. A change in appetite or taste that seems subtle but persistent. Feeling weaker, even though you haven't been sick. Bones becoming more prominent or muscles feeling softer. If you've noticed any of these signs, make an appointment and talk to your doctor. Bring a list of what you've been eating and how your weight has changed. They'll be able to run a few basic tests to check your thyroid, blood sugar, and other essentials. Also, if you're not stepping on the scale regularly, now's a good time to start. You don't have to obsess over it, but keeping a quiet eye on your weight once a week maybe can be a powerful way to catch changes early. Remember, your body is always talking to you. Unplanned weight loss is often a whisper that something needs attention. Listen early, and you stay in control. Number 3, chest discomfort or shortness of breath. Even mild ones can matter. Now let's talk about something that often gets brushed aside, but really shouldn't. Chest discomfort or sudden shortness of breath. It doesn't have to be dramatic or like the movies show it. In real life, especially for older adults, heart trouble can start with very subtle signs. We're not just talking about crushing chest pain like you see on TV. Sometimes it's a slight tightness, a burning feeling, or even just feeling unusually out of breath when doing something simple like climbing stairs or walking across a parking lot. You might feel like you just overdid it, but your body could be trying to warn you about your heart or lungs. For example, a dull ache or pressure in your chest, neck, jaw, or back. Shortness of breath when you didn't used to feel winded, lightheadedness, or a feeling like you might faint. Breaking out in a cold sweat for no reason. A sudden feeling of fatigue during light activity. Let's consider someone like Mary, 74. She started feeling a bit winded every time she made the bed. Nothing serious, just slightly out of breath. But it kept happening. Her daughter insisted she see the doctor. Turns out, Mary had early signs of heart failure. Because she caught it early, they were able to manage it with medication and lifestyle changes before things got worse. Here's why this is so important. As we age, the classic signs of heart problems often show up differently. It might not feel like a heart attack. It might just feel like you're tired more easily or can't catch your breath like you used to. That's why many seniors ignore these signs until it's too late. So, what should you do? Don't brush it off. If you feel tightness, pressure, or burning, get it checked. Track when it happens. Does it come on during activity? After meals? While lying down? Pay attention to your breathing. If walking across a room suddenly feels like a marathon, that's not just getting older. It could be your heart or lungs telling you something. Don't wait for pain. Many seniors, especially women, have heart problems with no pain at all, just fatigue or breathlessness. And one more thing, if you ever feel sudden, severe discomfort in your chest, call 911 immediately, even if you're unsure. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Here's a warm reminder. Your body is always your partner in health. It gives you gentle nudges before it cries out. Listen early, respond early, and you give yourself the best chance to keep enjoying your life fully and freely. Number 4, sudden confusion, dizziness, or trouble. Speaking, is it a stroke? Now, this one's a big one and it can be life-saving to catch it early. Have you ever had a moment where you just couldn't find your words? Or felt the room spin out of nowhere? Maybe you suddenly couldn't lift your arm properly, or your face felt odd, like it was sagging on one side. These could all be early signs of a stroke. And when it comes to strokes, time is everything. The faster you recognize the warning signs and get help, the better the chances of preventing permanent damage or even saving your life. Here's the thing: strokes don't always come with dramatic, obvious symptoms. Sometimes it's subtle. You might suddenly feel confused, like you can't follow a conversation. Your speech might become slurred, or you may struggle to get words out. You could feel dizzy or off balance, even if you were just sitting. One side of your face may droop, or one arm may feel weak or numb. A helpful way to remember the key stroke symptoms is with the word FAST. F, face, ask the person to smile. Does one side of the face droop? A, arms, ask them to raise both arms. Does one arm drift downward? S, speech, ask them to repeat a simple phrase. Is the speech slurred or strange? T, time. If you see any of these signs, call 911 immediately. Let's take a real-life example. Tom, 78, was gardening when he suddenly felt off. He got dizzy and couldn't recall his neighbor's name, someone he'd known for 40 years. His wife noticed his face looked uneven and his words were jumbled. She didn't wait. She called 911. Tom was rushed to the hospital and given medication within the critical time window. Today, he's doing well, all because they acted FAST. What's important to remember is that strokes don't hurt. That's why people often ignore them. They think they're just tired or having a senior moment. But this kind of sudden confusion isn't typical aging, it's a red flag. And if it goes untreated, it can lead to permanent brain damage, disability, or worse. So, what can you do? Know the FAST method. Maybe even write it down and put it on your fridge. Listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, especially sudden changes, don't hesitate. Don't try to sleep it off. Time is brain. Every minute matters when it comes to strokes. And remember, this isn't just for you. Knowing these signs could help you save a spouse, a friend, a neighbor, or even a stranger. The more we know, the more empowered we become to take care of ourselves and each other. Number 5, sudden weight loss without trying. What's really going on? Now, we all like the idea of shedding a few pounds, especially if we've been told to watch our blood pressure or cholesterol. But here's the truth: not all weight loss is good. If you notice that you're dropping pounds without changing your diet or activity level, especially more than 5% of your body weight in a few months, it's time to pay attention. Why? Because unintentional weight loss can be your body's way of waving a red flag. It's saying, something's not quite right. Here are a few possible reasons this might happen. Thyroid problems. An overactive thyroid can speed up your metabolism, leading to weight loss, along with symptoms like feeling jittery, tired, or overheated, digestive issues. Conditions like celiac disease or inflammatory bowel disease can prevent your body from absorbing nutrients, causing weight to fall off. Diabetes, especially type 2, which many seniors develop later in life. Sometimes the first sign is unexplained weight loss. Cancer. In some cases, weight loss is one of the earliest symptoms of certain cancers, depression or anxiety. These can suppress appetite or cause changes in eating habits that lead to dropping weight without realizing it. Let's think of George, 72. He hadn't changed his routine at all, same meals, same walks, same bedtime. But over 3 months, his pants started feeling loose, and he noticed he was always a little tired. At first, he brushed it off. Maybe I'm just aging, he thought. But his daughter urged him to get checked. Turns out, his thyroid was out of balance. With treatment, he felt like himself again and kept his health on track. Here's the takeaway: if the pounds are falling off and you're not trying to lose them, don't ignore it. What you can do: track your weight once a week. Just a quick step on the scale can keep you informed. Keep a food diary. It helps to notice patterns. Are you eating less, even if you don't realize it? Watch for other changes. Are you more tired, getting sick more often, or losing interest in meals? Talk to your doctor. Let them know what's happening so they can run a few simple tests. It's easy to ignore weight loss when it doesn't come with pain, but it's often the silent signal of something deeper going on inside your body, and catching it early makes all the difference. Listen to your body. It's always speaking. Here's the beautiful thing about our bodies. They're always trying to protect us. Even as we get older, they continue sending messages, little whispers, nudges, and sometimes even loud alarms asking us to pay attention. We've talked about 5 important warning signs today. 1. Chest pain or discomfort. 2. Sudden confusion or memory loss. 3. Shortness of breath, even when resting. 4. Swelling in your legs, feet, or ankles. 5. Unexplained weight loss. Each one is like a built-in alarm bell, not to scare you, but to guide you toward care, safety, and peace of mind. And here's the truth. Catching these signs early can make all the difference. It's not about living in fear, it's about living informed. Because when you understand your body, you can work with it, not against it. Now, I know it's easy to ignore things, especially when life gets busy or symptoms feel mild, but your health is worth the attention. You are worth the attention. This stage of life isn't the end, it's a chapter filled with wisdom, experiences, and the time to truly enjoy what matters most. But to do that, we need our health, we need our strength, and we need the courage to speak up when something doesn't feel right. So the next time your body sends a signal, pause, listen, and reach out to your doctor if something feels off. You're not being a burden, you're being smart. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it and subscribe to the channel. We're building a warm, caring community of seniors who support one another through wisdom, through conversation, and through simple, everyday choices that lead to better health. And if you know a friend or loved one who could benefit from this message, share this video with them. It might just be the thing they needed to hear today. Take care of yourself. Keep listening to your body. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Until next time, stay well and stay connected.